All right, hello, my friends. We're
Hi,
back.
I'm here too.
My sidekick is here as well with our trusty electro swing music to keep us entertained as we do the story.
I was up till 5 this morning trying to finish an anime arc, but it's
So
been like
we're going
60
to
episodes.
we're going to two short ones today instead of two longer ones because we're already 11 days behind and we need to get caught back up a little bit. But as I said, our relationship we got back together and we seem to be going pretty good. And why anybody knows if you're in a relationship or a marriage, and so you have your ups and downs, and we're in an uppity up, so to speak. So I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling pretty content, pretty happy. And my happiness has reflected it in these next few poems because I got away from drama and stress poems into making more story-like, interesting poems.
Like D&D stories.
Let's like D&D stories. Yeah, exactly.
Fantasy.
And here's one. It's not a happy story. It's not a happy poem, but it was just one of those things that reflects on the past. Everybody has two sides to them. Everybody has a good side and a bad side. And this poem is about facing down the bad side.
It's like facing yourself, or an alternate version of yourself.
Yeah.
You face the worst version of yourself with the best version of yourself.
So one day I was just kind of looking into the mirror. I was in a bad mood that day for some reason. I forgot what it was, but I was angry. And you can see the dark side showing. You can see my emotional side. You can see I was very upset.
The anger.
I was very ticked off about something. I don't know what it was, but I was ticked off.
It's like Star Wars.
Yeah. And sometimes when you get that angry, it's very difficult to control that animosity. So some of my darker poems show the alter ego. It's how I felt, but I refused to act upon it. Some people, however, they act upon it.
And that's how you get your criminals.
That's how you get your criminals, because they act upon their anger and their emotions. They act out. I don't. I wrote it down. And this is one of those occasions where I wrote it down. This one's called The Dark Side of Me. 27 I am. This is episode 32, chapter 8, still in the Shadow Crossing. So, like I said, we're going to do two short ones today, probably 15, maybe 20 minutes tops. Try to get us up to date, where we're at in the story. But let's get this poem started and get this episode going, and we'll move right along. The dark side of me. Look closely now into my mind, my soul, my heart. What do you see? Do you see the good me, all happy and full of joy? Or do you see the other of anger, agony, and complete madness? A constant battle that rages and rages. Do you see the battle? Who has the upper hand? The good me or the other? Who's stronger? Is it the good side or the evil side? Who has more purpose? The good me or the other? What do you see? Do you see me or me? Do you know the outcome of this war? Who do you think will win? Am I strong enough? My heart pure enough? My soul courageous? Will I be able to withstand the evil blows? Or will the other side take total control? You know what I think? I think I'm well capable to turn back and destroy the dark side of me, to tear it apart and banish it from me. What do you see? Do you see the same as I? What do you think about that one?
Sounds like the beginning of a epic adventure.
Yeah, see, my creative mind, he's all the time thinking about random D&D stuff, Warcraft stuff. He's a nerd.
I make models.
He
on
makes
Hero
models
Forge
and stuff. Yeah, he's all tight.
I collect figurines and shit.
Yeah, he's got a creative mind just like I do, and his mind he gets lost just like I usually do. He just never wrote anything down. He creates with his imagination, and on his internet, has his little apps with stuff. They create little figurines and stuff, and I don't know how they do it, but it's interesting. This next one, though, I got crazy with it. I got. You will think I would. You would. If I had told you before I had done drugs or anything, you'd think I was high or something. I wasn't high. I've never touched that stuff. I never done it. I never wanted to. But like I said, Rhonda, the woman I'm dating at the time, has 4 kids, and these kids, they leave their toys all over the place. So I walked in one time, and there's toys all over the living room. They're everywhere. And I just wondered, this would be pretty cool. If I was a wizard, that I could control electricity and bring these toys to life, what would happen? And play like a little music onto music montage. Have all these toys come to life all of a sudden. I mean, you had several Barbie dolls on the floor. You had some toy soldiers on the couch. You had a stuffed animal in a chair. You had a number of other objects just lying around. And my imaginative mind just went to work. I would become filled with electromagnetic energy, and I would shoot sparks of electricity into each object, bringing it to life in a musical, like I said, musical entourage, transferred to the inanimate. Is the scene I came up with. So, like you said, I walked into her living room. Then I came by for a visit, and when she wasn't there, her and the kids had gone for a second, a little bit, I guess. On somewhere to get something, and like I said, all these toys were all over the place. I was like, this would be interesting. What if I had the power to shoot electricity from my fingertips, be this wizard-like type character, and bring all these creatures and toys and stuff to life, and play music and stuff, what would it be like? So,
reminds me of that one movie that, what's her name? She's like fighting against this like evil teacher, and she had like telekinetic powers and shit.
Not Harriet the Spy. I know what you're talking about. Little girl.
The little girl.
Yeah. I know what you're doing. I keep thinking.
Her parents are kind of assholes.
Yeah, I can't think of the movie. I can't think of the name of the movie. I know what you're talking about.
If the comments figure out, we'll figure it out.
It is. It's pretty cool.
I love the movie though.
But transfer to the inanimate is what I came up with. This is the title of the poem. Transfer to the inanimate. The stereo system set. The dolls lay down on the couch. The toy soldiers set up in platoon formation. The stuffed bear in the chair. The mirror placed in the corner. The living room now ready for the show as the music begins to play. The Dream Master stands in the middle. The sparks of electricity descend from his hand, hitting the toy soldiers first as they begin to move. The music, with a heartbeat, they began a military salute in rhythm. The dolls on the couch were next, as more electricity shot from the Dream's hands. They began looking around, fascinated. Upon hearing the music, they catch the rhythm as well. Now, with the toy soldiers and the dolls going, the Dream Master wanted more. The stuffed bear was hit with electrodes and begins to look at his paws. his surroundings, then looked up in amazement. He stands and begins dancing the bear way. The beat of the music continuing with a tremendous sound mix. He turns to the stereo system and breaks it apart with electric sparks. He twists and turns it into a man, music playing within him. Now to the mirror as he shatters it with the same power and transforms it into an alluring woman. Both begin dancing in wild frenzy. The Dream Master now throws his arms outward, electricity shooting in every direction. Everything in the room now comes to life. It becomes supercharged and disappears in a cloud of smoke. The inanimate object still rocking along inside, and he reappears outside. He turns and faces the house and acknowledges the spectacular party he's created inside. He turns, snaps his fingers as electricity sparks. He smiles, nods his head, and walks away into the darkness of the night. What do you think about that one?
Sounds like a party.
Sounds like a poem.
A party.
Sounds like a party.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what it was. That's what I created. I created an old fantastical party. This following poem is just a series of phrases grouped into in poetry form. Sort of like the Commandments of Love that I did before. This is something about pretty much the same, with the same kind of type of scenario. I just put a good bunch of sayings together and made a poem out of it. And the poem itself is called Realizing Potential. And what I mean by realizing potential is realizing the creative mind, the creative artistic measures, knowing that you got something special. Everybody has something special within them, and you just need to put it to use. You just need to put it to use. You need to use it, and make something out of it. Like with me, creating stories. That's my specialty. Jacob here is a gamer. He can create gaming videos if he wants to and make a killing, make a lot of money. People watch his gaming videos all the time to learn how these other guys,
specific video game.
learn how these guys create and play these games so they can be just as good. And he's really good at it. He's really good at the games he plays. If you would just make a certain video and put them out there on the
I was using that For Honor, but For Honor made my hands sweaty. I need to get some baby powder on my hands to play that game. That game is stressful.
Yeah. But you have a chance to make a lot of money, and you're wasting your time. That's what I'm saying. That's what this is right here.
You should play For Honor though, because you have to predict the enemy, your opponent, the other player's attack, and then block it, and then counter it, like real life.
So, I know what he's talking about. I have no idea what he's talking about. It's like,
and in game, you can feint and then switch your attacks to fuck up your opponent.
It's called nerd talk.
So you basically actually sword fight like a full-blown actual sword fight in a video game, and it's awesome. Extremely stressful.
And all he's got to do is record it and put it on the internet, and he'd be a rich boy. I'd be borrowing money from him constantly. Maybe that's why he won't do it, because he knows he'd borrowed money from him. What is it, Dad? Can I borrow $5,000? Oh. Fine, Dad.
I would buy your house if it came that way.
But here it is. We're going to read this one thing here. Like I said, we're going to keep these 2 segments short and to the point and sweet. So probably 15, 20 minutes. We have 15 right now. And that way we didn't get too much chapters in. And
I go back to bed because I'm tired.
carry on with us and get our story moving forward a little bit. So here's realizing potential. Your imagination can be as broad as you want it to be. Your dreams can become real only if you pursue their meaning. Your fantasies can become as real as you make them. The pursuit of happiness is really just around the corner. A smile a day keeps frustration at bay. Don't waste the talent, make the most of it. Love can happen twice, but dare not push it. If you're always full of hate towards everyone, you're lonely.
If you're on the internet, you need to learn that one.
And we're going to do one. We'll do one more here, because the next part we're going to get into some interesting subjects. So we're going to do this one here. Like I said, this is random poems I was doing because I was content. I was kind of happy. I was just, I was satisfied with where things were going at the moment in time. But the cousin, like I said, we've already covered the fact that he passed away. But before he passed away, he had seriously hurt his hand one time and required several stitches. And he began to wonder if he was going to be able to play guitar anymore. And I kept trying to enter poetry contest and still trying to be recognized as a writer. And still am. But, I hadn't really pursued it as much as I was, but, it is what it is. This poem was written soon after my 28th birthday. And this year would end on an interesting note. A major step in life, a major change loomed ahead. And we're going to cover them on the next episode. But in the meantime, keeping the dream alive is the name of this poem. He has strayed from his music because of an injury. The other still trying to be published and recognized. The music maker is working through an injury. The storyteller inching closer and closer to his goal. He wishes to have his work read worldwide. The music maker waiting anxiously for his break. The harder they fight, the more they seek. The more they strive, the more they struggle. Closer and closer they will soon get the opportunity to be what they dream to be. They will soon, very soon, become acknowledged. They will become one and succeed together. And that was keeping the dream alive. And with that, we'll wrap up this episode. I know it's, like I said, keep them short, try to move on with the story a little bit, get into it a little bit more. But we'll close here. I will post them, episode 32 and episode 33, right behind it. Of course, episode 33 will also still be in Shadow Crossing territory, chapter 8. So, give me a few minutes. We'll get episode 32 up. We'll be right back. Take care.
Wow.